previous video, we studied about different types of energy, and today we are going to learn about law of conservation of energy. So let's start the law of conservation of energy. So students, for that you can see a stone of mass 2 kg is falling down from a height of 40 meter. As it falls down, its speed will increases by 10 meter per second. That is, here acceleration of the stone is 10 meter per second square. When it is at a height of 40 meter, its initial velocity u equals 0, height h equals 40 meter, and its kinetic energy k equals half mv square, that is equal to half into 2 into 0 square equals 0. Potential energy U equals mgh, that is equal to 2 into 10 into 40 equals 800 joule, and the total energy equals kinetic energy plus potential energy, that is equal to 0 plus 800 equals 800 joule. So when stone is at a height of 40 meter, its total energy is 800 joule. Now the stone falls 30 meter down and reaches a height of 10 meter from ground. At that time, its initial velocity u equals 0, displacement s equals 10 meter, and here first we have to find out v square. So v square equals u square plus 2as. A equals g, that is the acceleration due to gravity, that is equal to 10 meter per second square. That is equal to 0 square plus 2 into 10 into 10 equals 200. Here height h equals 40 meter minus 10 meter, that is equal to 30 meter. And for finding kinetic energy, we have the equation k equals half mv square, that is equal to half into 2 into 200 equals 200 joule. Potential energy U equals mgh, that is equal to 2 into 10 into 30 equals 600 joule, and here the total energy equals kinetic energy plus potential energy, that is equal to 200 plus 600 equals 800 joule. And the next situation, now this stone falls 30 meter down and reaches a height of 10 meter from ground. At that time, its initial velocity u equals 0, displacement s equals 30 meter, v square equals u square plus 2as, that is equal to 0 square plus 2 into 10 into 30 equals 600. And here height h equals 40 meter minus 30 meter, that is equal to 10 meter. Kinetic energy k equals half mv square, that is equal to half into 2 into 600 equals 600 joule. Potential energy U equals mgh, that is equal to 2 into 10 into 10 equals 200 joule. And the total energy here is kinetic energy plus potential energy, that is equal to 600 plus 200 equals 800 joule. And finally, the stone reaches the ground by covering all the distances, that is, here the displacement s is 40 meter, and at that time initial velocity u equals 0. As we know, displacement s equals 40 meter. V square equals u square plus 2as, that is equal to 0 square plus 2 into 10 into 40 equals 800. Here v square is 800. And height h equals 40 meter minus 40 meter equals 0. Kinetic energy k equals half mv square equals half into 2 into 800 equals 800 joule. And the potential energy U equals mgh, that is equal to 2 into 10 into 0 equals 0. And the total energy equals kinetic energy plus potential energy, that is equal to 800 plus 0 equals 800 joule. In all these situations, we can see that the total energy remains constant, that is 800 joule. From this, we can understand that the total energy remains constant all the way. That means Energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. Energy can only be transformed from one form to another. This is the law of conservation of energy that you already saw through these activities. Our next topic is power. Here you can see X and Y carry equal number of bricks, that is 12 numbers, to equal height, and mass of one brick is 500. Then the total mass equals 12 into 500, which is equal to 6000 gram, which is equal to 6 kilogram. If so, work W equals F into S, which is equal to mgh. Here mass is 6 kilogram, value G is 10 meter per second square, and height 5 meter. So the work equals 300 joule. The work done by these two were equal. So let us find the smarter one. The rate of work by X equals 300 joule by 20 second, that is work by time equals 50 joule per second, and the rate of work by Y equals 300 joule by 30 second, that is equal to 10 joule per second. Now you can understand that X is the smartest one here. Here we are dividing work done by time. So what is power? Work done per unit time or rate of doing work is power. That is power equals work by time. That is P equals W by T. And the unit of power equals unit of work divided by unit of time, that is joule per second. This joule per second is also called watt, denoted by capital W, and 1 kilowatt equals 1000 watt, and 1 HP, that is horsepower, equals 746 watt. So students, let's see the table to know the examples of power. And in this table you can see work done and time. First one 600 joule and the time 10 seconds. So power equals 600 by time, that is equal to 60 watt. And the second one work done equals 1200 joule, time 20 seconds. So power equals 1200 divided by 20 equals 60 watt. Third one 1000 joule is the work done, 20 seconds is the time, and power equals 1000 divided by 20 equals 50 watt. So students, from this you can understand that for finding power we have to divide work done by time. So that's about power. And thank you for watching. See you in the next video.